Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Real World Blockchain new season. And we have a new host as well. Hi, Hughes. How are you?
Hey, Gauthier. I'm glad. Thanks.
Okay, so everyone, for those who don't know Hughes, well, he's another partner in crime, so he's going to be a regular host along with Zoe at the Real World Blockchain. Sponsored, this episode is brought to you by Web3 Enabler, the first and only crypto payment solution in the Salesforce ecosystem, the world's biggest CRM. All right, so today, Hughes, two news. First of all, we're going to talk about stable coins, and that's cool because this is exactly the type of work we deal with here at Web3 Enabler. So, uh, you remember that PayPal has its own stable coin, right?
Absolutely, yes. It's the PYUSD,
Yeah.
coming as a direct competitor to the main players. I think they're number five right now in terms of market cap in the stablecoin environment.
Oh, okay. I didn't look at the chart this morning, but you're.
Yeah, they're pretty high, but I think they're trying to gain some some more market share aggressively.
And so, yes, they have actually started. They launched a yield program. So this summer, PayPal will offer 3.7% annual yield on PYUSD, so the PayPal USD stablecoin, to boost adoption within the payment ecosystem. So basically, if you put some PayPal stablecoin at stake, you will have rewards that will accrue daily, and this will be paid monthly in PYUSD and will be available to both PayPal and Venmo users. So that's a baby that was crawling and that is now walking all around the apartment. PYUSD has launched in 2023, and now it's so it was backed by Paxos, and now it's really great. It's deployed on Ethereum and Solana, and now we have yielding programs on PayPal. What do you think about that?
Well, I think the new yield is clearly aimed at um, just stealing market share from USDT and USDC, especially now that Tether is like under the radar of the EU, right? Um, so I think it's a pretty solid move on their part, a new move, I'd say as well. But at the same time, let's not forget that a regulated yield for stablecoin is still kind of a gray zone, right? So I know the SEC is still silent about it, but isn't really an approval. I'm not sure about it. But that said, like if PayPal plays it really smart, yeah, it could be a huge step, I think, towards making that stablecoin actually useful, like in everyday finance.
Well, also, one thing, Tether is under the radar regarding the European Union, the SEC, sorry. Oh, no, the EU as well, yeah. But Tether is under the radar, but also allow me to add nuance to that. Is it because of Tether's structure, or is it because Tether is huge? Because we have to compare the stablecoins market cap. I think that Tether is capped at $145 billion. That's what I looked at last week, and PYUSD's market cap was 1 billion a few weeks ago. Now it has fallen down a little bit, 100 million down, so it's around $900 million these days. So 100 times smaller than Tether's. This is also probably why Tether is under the radar. We can maybe assume that PayPal will suffer the same fate and will have to face the same regulatory hurdles. So
Mm.
it's not something I'm worried about for stable coins. That's something for me that will anyway become a financial product like any other. So it's probably just a matter of you know having the right stamps and pulling the right strings. But maybe it can be an alternative to Tether, but eventually they will have to face the same regulation. But that's interesting to see that you will have stable coins more and more and more. So that means that even for the B2B actors on the market, that's something cool. And what else did you see yourself about that stable coin that makes you think that it would be useful for business?
Well, first of all, I think it's always a good thing that we have some more competition in the industry, right? In
Mm-hmm.
this sphere. I think we were used to using the USD, like the actual like fiat currency, as the default business currency everywhere in the world. Um, now there's a sort of competition within the digital version of USD, right? So I think that's definitely a plus for businesses. We don't know, like if they each version of the stablecoin, like the USD stablecoin, so from PayPal, from Tether, from like Circle, all the versions that we will probably see in the near future, probably from Meta, from Google, from Facebook. We won't know, what will happen when we have some more regulatory clarity in the near future, like probably by the end of the year, actually, how that would work out. But yeah, I think it's always positive that we have more competition, that business will be able to also choose the actors they are willing to engage with in this sphere, in this space. So just a solid plus, and especially from PayPal, that was already a solid actor, of course, in the world of finance. So we'll see how it goes.
If you are into Bitcoin maximalization and so on, of course you can say, oh, then we don't need to worry about a state issued stablecoin, a CBDC. We don't care
Yeah,
about that because, well, the stablecoin itself is pegged to a flawed financial product, so we don't care if whether the stablecoin is flawed or not. What is important is the inherently flawed currency. Of course, what I'm saying here is highly cynical, but the interest of the stablecoin is that it allows you to be paid in a very simple way in the currency that is not your main currency if you are in a country that is outside of the G20 economy, outside of the US or the Eurozone. And this is usually also a very good product for many reasons, and faster, cheaper, more efficient. Uh, so yes, that is something that I find very interesting. And the PayPal executives have made it clear that the yield program is intended to promote everyday use of PYUSD. So this is great. This is making the world mainstream, and they do that rather than having it sit idle in wallets or be limited to crypto-specific transactions. And this is pretty cool because we at Web3 Enabler always believed in PYUSD. I remember seeing Alex Hogberger saying at a meeting, "Oh, we have to have that the day it went out," and I think
yeah, it launched. Yeah,
10 days after the launch of PYUSD, we had our blockchain payments app on Salesforce using that. And at the beginning, I was thinking, okay, but PayPal is more for the B2B world or the small scale B2C world or small scale
yeah.
B2B. But is it useful for people who are users of the Salesforce ecosystem? Because most stable coins are most of the time used by businesses. So is PayPal relevant here? Well, if they start that yield program, it becomes more democratic, more popular among the B2C clients. And so that means that the Salesforce using companies will be absolutely interested in having a stable coin that is payable by PayPal. That means that your PayPal wallet can be used to pay from an email that is automatically sent by the CRM. So that means that all the e-commerce companies basically are going to be able to do that, and that's something I find very appealing, because the B2B world is, of course, a very good source of revenue for all the companies, but the B2C world is not something to be forgotten. So
and
I'm
it's
happy about
trillions,
that.
right? It's trillions of dollars waiting. So I mean, as you just said, like right now, it's more the B2B world that's been like lurking on the stable coins, on the USDC, USDT, and others now. But indeed, when the consumers get hold of especially as PayPal is such a huge actor right now for the B2C environment, from eBay, of course, but then all the other online shops, etc. So it might be huge. Like the interest of adopting the PayPal USD stablecoin might be huge for businesses in the actually probably near future, like 2026, 2027 at least. Should be interesting.
That's great. Thank you, Hughes, for that news today. And everyone, this
Welcome.
was The Real World Blockchain. This episode brought to you by Web3 Enabler, the provider of blockchain payments, the app on Salesforce. Look it up. This is to fuel your business with cryptocurrency payments and, of course, stable coins, which is the top trend in the B2B world these days. See you guys. That was your Web3 capsule. See you next time.